The deck currently I run has no extravagance, no super poly, so I have immense extra space. So I just played a Gossip Shadow. There were people talking about like playing a Zeus or playing a Mega Fleet in case I play against Krishna. So there are a lot of extra spaces for the deck, and you just can play whatever card you want. And I'm very happy I picked this one.
That is huge. Yeah, it won you the feature match basically.
I would have lost without it, yeah.
Let's go into the next one. This is where you then took away everything.
Oh yeah.
How many games did you have like this where you could just do whatever you want?
Today or in general?
Today and in general.
Today, not at all. All my opponents had very good decks and a lot of options. So they obviously fought against my stuff. But in general, against Lunalight every time, they don't do much. They just summon a tower, Baguska, SP pass. So against Lunalight, the plan is to just keep in all the engine, sometimes even side in more engine and just play through everything.
Does the Baguska hurt you at all?
Baguska is weird because they always have the spell negate in graveyard. Yeah. So even if you draw a Virtuous, it isn't always an out. And you just need to draw a Droplet with a monster to out it. Or otherwise you can technically use like 2 engines without effects, make Link 2, hope they don't nuke it. It's tough. It's tough. Baguska is tough.
If your opponent didn't do Dogaris, but Baguska instead?
There are 2 game plans against the deck. If they are not in Baguska mode, you just take everything they have and try to go for Gossip. If they are in Baguska mode and you can't out it immediately, you try to play for the next turn and turn after, because your MSTs are very good into their follow-up, and the Ligas very bad into a defense Crusade while they have no back row. Yeah. And you can just stall out a lot of time until you just out the Baguska.
Oh, that would have been cool to see as well.
Yeah, it would have been amazing to see.
But let's actually...
I already had a plan for that, but he just went to Garrus and I was like, okay, unlucky.
Let's go into game 2 here, where you had the...
I thought I lost.
Really?
I had 3 Fuvolos in one play. I thought it's going to be very, very tough. Yeah, then I'm happy I didn't lose.
Were you afraid of Cold Buy here?
No, not at all. I activated 1 Fuvolos. He was thinking a bit, but I figured that the way he was thinking was the way he was thinking before on just what to do and not how do I engage here.
Yeah.
So I just knew just by his mimic that he just didn't have anything. So I just could just Fuvolos immediately.
Okay, now there was something, I don't think we've covered it in the next clip, but it was very funny to see your facial reaction when your opponent put 4 monsters together.
I was confused. I was like... There is like Rongomiat, who needs like 4 warriors or 5. I was like, that guy's banned and he needs warriors. What are we doing? What are we? I was just confused. I was like, is it Link 4? And he's just putting them together. I was very confused. Yeah, I was just confused.
There we had the mistaken arrest, and that card in that game went missing. It never resolved. Did you talk to your opponent?
I talked about him. His biggest issue was he didn't quite know how my cards worked. You can see he read all my cards all the time, and he thought that my Phonics would only shuffle the tanky. He didn't realize I targeted both of them. He said, okay, I put them both next to his deck, was like, oh shit, this one too. Oh, sorry for the word. But he was like, well, unlucky, I guess. I take it, we are on stream, there's nothing. And unfortunately, he couldn't activate. I told him it wasn't a big difference. Of course, I wouldn't have had that much, but because I had MST Engrave and Spells Engrave and the Vision in hand to chain to it, I would have just missed 1 search from my deck. Yeah. So I couldn't have played through it like that, like crazy, but I would have won on the follow-up turn, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine. The matchup seems to be absolutely incredible. And then let's look at basically the finishing move. Your opponent wiped the field before a Baguska could hit, and then you had this Vision into MST. Even the Vision got negated, I think. But then,
activation negated, yeah. I mean, this is exactly the case where we talked about, do we care if they nuke before the Gossip Shadow happens? We don't really. We lose bodies. It's the right play to do. He does it here properly. But in the end, it just shows how much I can just out this entire board and just win the game.
Yeah, it looked very, very easy. It's very fortunate that you can get plus 800 attack points on the Phonics.
Yes. I tested a lot against Johannes Bauer. I think a lot of players know him. And the way he tried to win the matchup is he never used Silverhound in Graveyard, and his Silverhound negates the Mandate boost. Because it negates activation, can do it during damage step, and I have to go to another Link 3 for Doom Eagle, targeting the Silverhound to shuffle him back before a Mandate boost to out it. So it gets quite more annoying if your opponent really knows the matchup, but I'm happy he just negated a random card beforehand. And
there's one more question I need to ask you. We saw a lot of your Varuron Vortex summoned in attack position. Why was that?
Always summon your Varuron in attack position. The guy has 800 with Great Fly and Mandate. If you try to hit them hard. 800. During testing, like way back then when I started playing Radiant, I always summoned the guy in defense. I missed the game by 600. Yes, 3k defense. You think you want to summon him defense? No, you summon attack. Just attack. Megala the same way.
Okay, they always got to be angry.
They always got to be angry.
Dude, congratulations, you are 5-0
Thank you very
now.
much.
Do you have any shoutouts?
Shoutouts to my friends. Shoutouts especially to all the friends who helped me play here. Shoutouts to Philipp Weidinger specifically. He helped me a lot with the deck, helped me improve with the deck. If you want help with Radiant Typhoon, check out Philipp Weidinger. I think he does coaching. Hopefully I'm allowed to say that. But also Nico Schlickam and all the other guys who are supporting me. Julius Frieme specifically, he bought me Pot of Sloths, so I can play them here. He bought them directly just for me. I'm very happy to have that guy. I love that guy and just...
All right, yeah. Thank you so much to your friends as well. Winger, congratulations, off to the next round with you, and we are going into a short break. You have the Skull Archfiend that summons itself from the graveyard and then just takes away your fusion monsters from the graveyard that you worked so hard to get there. It is such an abysmal matchup.
It really is, and one deck I think that also struggles against that, with that deck now being around. And I gotta ask you the question, because you are now the striker head of course, of our coverage team. Sky Striker, is that a deck we should expect in terms of raw numbers? And if we do see it, which I think we definitely are going to see to some degree, how successful is it again going to be in the end? Is it a deck to bring?
I think we're still going to have some Sky Striker players, because Sky Striker never falls! Okay, so we got that Sky Striker propaganda out of the way.
Sure.
But I think that the deck has a little bit of a better matchup against the Chaos decks than people give it credit for.
Okay.
Because you can just present them with something that could potentially out the Mind Shuffle and then chain an anchor onto the Black Chaos. So you basically put them in a little bit of a theoretical chokehold there. Because if you're playing SP Little Knight or an Azalea to get rid of the Mind Shuffle and the Black Chaos is on the field, they're like, yeah, okay, fine, I'm not responding. And then you chain Anchor, so if they use Mind Shuffle to push the Black Chaos Magician back to hand, they're going to lose the Mind Shuffle in the process and on the Black Cluster Soldier, or they're just getting the card negated in the resolution, and then they're still going to lose the Mind Shuffle. So you're taking them out of that loop, and if you have something else to follow it up with, if they have something like a Griffo in hand to get another Mind Shuffle onto the field, you are still going to be able to respond with a targeting effect that takes out the Black Chaos. If it's negated, you can also get rid of the Lemnis Gate, because then you can also get rid of it with non-targeting effects. So honestly, the deck doesn't put up that much. And if you don't put up that much versus Sky Striker and you're getting out of this I can't out this card mode, I think you have plenty of options to win the game on the spot, because the damage you're putting up with Sky Striker is a lot. A different matchup I'm more worried about is actually the Blitzkrieg deck. I don't think it's going to be everywhere in the main event.
Not necessarily.
Playing with Striker into that matchup is so tough.
It's hard.
It is. First of all, Whisker is a crazy card. If that thing summons itself in resolution, summoning like 2 other monsters or the Whisker itself, destroying 2 cards on resolution, and then also having the monster negate, you get infinite value. So at that point, the game might be lost. However, the hideout in the Sky Column gives you a level 6 Earth token. That is so incredibly useless.
What a striker is going to do with it? It's actually even hindering it, right?
It stops you from activating Engage, which is already a problem. You need you can't send it for drop